here's these two words again. Oh joy. Hold on, hold it. Quick, White, get on the boat. At least it'll float. Hey friends, welcome to this week's video of Montana Haven, Alaska edition. Well, as you can see, we are working on our roof up here in Alaska. We're building this log home here in Alaska to resell. And last week we got done finishing, we did all the roughing. I had a friend come up from Montana, and we did all the roughing, two guys actually, one from Montana, one from Virginia. So they helped us do all the roughing, or we helped them do all the roughing, plumbing, and the electrical. So we got that all the roughing basically wrapped up. And wow, it poured rain last night, but look at the blue skies. That's, you know, my mom used to say, by the way, today's her first birthday in heaven, and she'd be 91 years old. She passed away in April, so we still miss her, and we probably will forever until we see her again. But anyways, that side note there. But yeah, Mom used to say, if you don't like the weather, wait 15 minutes. That was what it was like in Montana, but here in Alaska, it's even more extreme. So it'll rain, then it'll blow over, and it'll be blue sky like this, or vice versa. Well, anyways, today we're going to be, this week, our plan is to get the roof on if we can, and hopefully we can get our septic in down here as well. So we're doing our own septic, along with the help of a septic engineer that we have to have, but he's a friend, a super nice guy, so we're going to be doing those two things. So guys, welcome to our family. If you haven't followed us before, we just want to say thanks. We appreciate it greatly, and we've been doing YouTube now for about 7 years. My wife and I, Priscilla and I, and our 5 children. We live in Montana a few months out of the year, and here in Alaska. We're building these, couple of these log homes. Eventually we hope to have, be able to build our own cabin up here. So right now we're trying to do this so we can build one of those debt-free. So that's what we're doing. And we hope you guys enjoy our content and enjoy our family. Let's get started and get to work. Okay guys, it's time to get started digging on our septic field. So I'm gonna have to do a 20 by 60 a bed system with 3 trunk lines. So I gotta get this dug out because I got gravel coming tomorrow. We are making progress, probably about halfway done. Getting there. Boys are up on the roof, shingling. Well, as previously noted, if you don't like the weather, wait 15 minutes, or if you like it, work fast, because in 15 minutes it might be raining, like it is now. It's dumping, actually. About time for the boys to get off the roof, I think, before they start to drown. Quick, White, get on the boat. There it is, 20 by 60 hole. Now we got to fill it up with gravel again. And look at the blue sky. Like I said, wait 15 minutes. All right, we got to get a pallet of shingles on the roof, and then we're gonna go have some dinner. Tonight, Priscilla and I are finally taking out Avalon for her birthday.
It's been a while.
Yep. So where are we at, Avalon?
Basil ginger.
It's a Thai restaurant. Look at that! Look at what they're serving us. Ooh, and that look good? Looks so good. I love these rolls. Amazing. Spoil our girl a little bit, I guess. Heading towards our house this morning, and would you look at that? There is the big, beautiful moon right above the rooftop. That's amazing. Very cool. Oh, the moon's setting. Look at that. Process of getting our vents through the roof, a little bit of a challenge. Justin is sick this morning, unfortunately, so it's Ethan and I. You'll see his tissue there in his nose. The drill came around and bonked him really hard in the nose. His nose started bleeding. So that wasn't any fun. Okay, at least we got through there. Now we got to go through all the rest of the top here. There. Just had my septic engineer come by, and he said it all looks good, but we did some measuring, and I probably need to drop it down. He said it's okay, but if I went just a little bit deeper, I'd be a little bit better shape. So I think I'm going to drop it down, make a little ramp right here where I'm standing, and take my excavator down there, and take about a foot out of there, 6 inches to a foot, something like that. Make it a little bit deeper. And got gravel coming too, so we'll start on this end. I'll start having them dump it in here. Should be good to go. Do about a foot or two of gravel, of pit run gravel, and then we're gonna get our pipe laid in there, or some septic rock, and get our pipe in there and everything. So anyways, that's the bed, and then we'll be putting the septic tank over in this area. And yeah, look at that frost on that roof. That is ice up there this morning. So definitely clear, but it'll warm up really nice today. Always warms up nicely, probably getting the high 50s. So it'll be probably pretty nice, unless it starts raining like it sometimes does. And there comes our first load of gravel. About as far back as he can come. I'll have to pull it from there. There you have it. I dug down another 18 inches, 24 inches, a lot deeper now. Still have a little bit in that corner over there to take out, but I was getting piled up on this side with the dump truck, so I got to spread some gravel and then get this all pushed down in there, then I'll go and finish that corner. Got my guys here from Extreme Foam Insulation. They're getting it sprayed in there. Good. One last thing to take care of, and my crawl space rim is done as well. Good. What I'm having to do now is dig up my septic stub pipe that is coming through underneath the crawl space. I got to find the end of that, then I got to set up my transit and come off of there from that pipe in a second after I dig it out. That way I'll know where to set my septic field. There it is. We're going to tie our septic tank into that and our septic field. Got my trench going over there. I've got my digging my hole for the septic. Wow, it is way down there. Long ways down there. The pile of dirt is so huge, I can hardly get anything over there anymore. I don't want to contaminate that, so yeah, it's a challenge. Hanging over the edge both sides here. Well, it's dinner time. Hopefully this thing doesn't cave in overnight. I wish I could get that tank in yet tonight, but I won't be able to, so it is what it is. Tomorrow, got more gravel coming. I got to put about a foot more gravel in there, and then I'll be ready to put some drain rock in there, and then my pipes. Look at that. The boys got a lot done. That's for sure. And this side, they got all that done. We're going to have to put the chimney in before they can continue. So one more side to go, and then that right there. Getting there. Almost there. This morning, we're getting the chimney put in because we need to get that done before we can get our roof on there. So we got everything lasered up. That's where the box is going to go through the roof. And of course, there's a rafter right up there in the middle. But that's to be expected. No wiring though, that's a good thing. And I had my septic engineer call me this morning. He said, I couldn't sleep all night. He said, I got about 3 hours of sleep, and then I just was so bothered by your project that I couldn't sleep or eat. So I said, man, I don't want that to happen. But anyways, he said, just hold off until I get there. So he got here this morning. And he was concerned about if I'm deep enough and different things, drainage, but we got it sorted out, and he says we're good to go. So I'm gonna get this rock leveled off, and I got one load already of pit run this morning, so I'll get this put in there. I need about 3 more loads, and then we're gonna be all done in here for the pit run. And then I got to put 1 foot of 1.5 inch wash rock on top here. Then we'll run our pipes after that. So it's a process, but I think today's Wednesday. By Friday, I should have it all knocked out, and maybe by tomorrow night, we'll see how far we get. And the boys are working inside, work on the roof, so hopefully they can get the roof knocked out this week. I'll get this knocked out with some of their help. Wyatt, after school, can help me, so yeah, it's coming together. And it poured rain last night, so it's a little bit soupy in here. But you never know, it could turn to blue skies later. Actually, it shows like more rain this afternoon, so we're just gonna work and see how much we can get done. Here's these 2 words again. Oh joy. Oh man. There goes a bunch of time trying to get this track put on again. That thing is wrenched around to no end. Oh man. Oh. Painful, painful. Okay, it is what it is. See if we can do this in 45 minutes instead of an hour and a half. Got it back on. So I had to run about 10 minutes away to get a part out of my truck to fix it. So that took a while. Otherwise it went pretty smooth. Got to get that pile of dirt into this hole, get it all leveled off, and then I think I'm pretty close to being ready for my wash rock. Meanwhile, the boys are having some lunch on the peak of the roof, working on that. They got the chimney all put in. Travesty has struck once again. My track just came off again. Oh joy. Oh joy. It's what happens is these rocks get underneath there and they pop the track off. Oh man, that takes so much time. I got this big pile and it's just what it is. I don't know what to say. I really didn't want any more rock, but until I get this moved out of here. Okay, well, it is what it is. Take the track, put the track back on, and not get any more rock after this next load, I guess. Thought I'd come up and check, see how the boys are doing. Looks like they're doing a good job. They got that chimney in there. We're gonna have to get another section. It's not quite high enough, but just got one for starters. Justin's cutting that valley. Ethan's doing this one. Wow. Now, all we got left is a ridge. And this side, part of this side right here, big roof. I bet you they can wrap it up tomorrow, pretty close. So, let me go back to my job down there and play with rubber and rock. Well, my track is back on, and I got the rock in there. I got about half the amount of rock I need, about another 3 more loads. And I tried to use the skid steer, but that was just worthless. That didn't work. So I'll take that back to Michael again. And then I just have to be really careful so the track doesn't pop off. If it does, I'll put it back on again, I guess. Okay, tomorrow I'm getting more gravel and we'll finish in that. Hopefully I can get it pretty much wrapped up tomorrow. And then maybe we'll have to put the tank in. And I got a heating guy here. He's putting in central heat. So that's awesome. Yay, it's dinner time. And the roof has got all the main shingles on it. Basically what we have to do is we have to put the ridge cap on. Take a few hours or so. Amazing, amazing. Tomorrow. And tomorrow I think we should be able to get this septic done. That is one holy area back there. Good morning. You have found me back in the trenches, and our first cement or gravel truck is coming this morning. We got about 4 loads of this 1.5-inch rock we got to put in here today. And yep, it's a pretty nice day. I love it. Sunrise this morning. So we're gonna get this done. Hopefully I can get the cement septic close to finish today. That would be really nice. Gonna try to get the roof done today. So big day. For sure by tomorrow, everything should be wrapped up. See how it goes. That's a little freaky. He's pretty crooked there. Uh-oh, he's stuck somehow. That is weird. Uh-oh. Hopefully he can lock his differentials in. All right, got him out. I don't know what the problem was. It's not even steep here. Dug down in here. I guess he was a little hunk-of-dory, but he couldn't lock his differentials in. That's a problem. That tire was spinning, and then this tire over here, but not the back tire. Weird. All right, time to get to work. Well, so far I've got, starting to lay my drain pipe now. Now these pipes have holes that are horizontal like this, so you got to turn them like this, so as it comes out of the septic, it comes in the drain field. The whole drain field is flat, so the idea is to get it all flows out level, and then it runs down the pipe, and as it comes up halfway up the pipe a couple inches, then it seeps out into the ground, and then it absorbs down into the ground. That's the whole idea of it. That's why I had to put foot and a half of pit run, and then another foot of this 1.5 inch rock, and then the pipe, and then we're gonna cover it, the pipe with this 1.5 inch rock, and then we'll put a fabric over top of it so that dirt can't get infiltrated into the rock. So this is actually the first septic I've ever done by myself, but it's pretty fun. It's not hard to do. It just takes a lot of time. But you know, the best part by doing this myself is I'm saving about $10,000, and that's a major deal. So, and the engineer I've got is just exceedingly good. He's just such a nice guy, and he just works with me and told me how to do everything. And so, real hats off to Steve. Just really like to work with him. Now this is what's called a monitor tube, and basically I drilled holes in the bottom on the sides, and later it'll be cut off up here. But what happens is you can look down inside and you can monitor if the septic if this field is filling up with water. It should stay dry. That's the whole idea of it. The water should disappear. So I've got one here, and I'll have one on that end. So that's what we're at right now. And right now these things are completely level, so I'm just going to run all the way down here, get all my pipe laid in. I got to get my header pipe in, take pictures for the engineer, and then I'll come back, cover the pipe, put the Typar road fabric down, and then after that we can backfill. So that's what we're doing. So let's grab some next pipe and glue them on. Well, and finally, we are ready to have done with these pipes right here. So we got this is our header pipe. We got it all glued up. This will go in here. I just kind of popped the pieces together and glued them, then took it apart again because we're needing to. I'm gonna have to use the excavator, take one scoop at a time, and cover this. It's gonna take a while, but that's about the only way I know how to do that with the wash rock. So, gonna cover this, put our fabric down, and then I can backfill it. So, won't get it done today, but I'll get a bunch of it done. So let's get to backfilling. Glad it's done. This is a completely level bed, and once I get this covered, then I'm gonna have to dig right in through here and hook up my septic tank and all that. And Justin and Ethan are actually, they're taking some tail wheel lessons for their like an endorsement, so they can fly tail wheel airplanes. So that's more like a bush plane. So they're excited about that. They need about 4 to 6 hours of flying time. So they're doing this afternoon because the weather's nice. They're getting that done, and probably tomorrow too, I imagine. So they kind of got some work done on the roof, and they skedaddled. But I said, you know, I'm glad they can do it. So they need to get that done, and they also need to get their night flying done. That's another thing they need to get done. So that's another hour and a half or so. one evening after dark. So a couple things that they're working on. Let's get this thing covered. Well, I'm gonna call it a day. I ran out of rock, and that's all I got left to finish, just a little bit down there. But I'll have another truck. It's 5 o'clock, so everything's closed today. The pit's already closed, so tomorrow morning I'll have another truck come in and bring him another load. We'll finish that, and I think I can get it all wrapped up tomorrow, pretty close. And we'll see what the boys' plan is, but I should be able to almost get the shingles on tomorrow, or the ridge cap there, what they got left. Well, it was a good day, beautiful day, not a cloud in the sky. And tomorrow is another one of those very rare days, very rare fall days. Full sun. I should be out fishing, doing something like that, but I think instead we'll work here, and maybe we'll take off Saturday. All right, good morning. Our final load of gravel. That's gold pouring out of there. At least that's what it feels like when I have to go pay for it. Today is a chilly morning. Chilly as in fall is approaching. It's here actually. See that white roof? That's all frost. This morning we had a hard freeze. I'm guessing it was 28 degrees, and there's no water in our RV, which should come as no surprise. But I should have checked the weather. It wasn't supposed to be quite this cold last night. So everything's frozen. We don't have any water. But that's just how it goes. So it'll thaw here in an hour or two, I'm sure. A couple hours by 10 o'clock. And then I got to get the family moved over here into our garage as soon as we can. This is the only cold night, looks like, the next at least 10 days. So hopefully in a week or so we can get in there, nestle in our garage, and then we'll be good. I still got to hook up the water, and I got to get the septic done. These are all things that have to happen, so that's why we're attacking it. So anyways, I'm going to get this gravel right here that you just saw delivered, get that in here. Hopefully by tonight we can have this thing covered up. The roof is a few hours from being done. Get that knocked out. And then our next project is going to be installing our doors, 3 exterior doors and our trapezoid triangle windows in there. And then the house is completely enclosed. The heating guys probably finishing up today, so we'll have heat in there. I got to get my gas hooked up final. The gas is right over there. You can see the gas hooked up right there. But I got to get hooked up inside, so that's either something I have to do next week, or then got to find someone. Everybody's so busy here in Alaska this time of year, so I called a guy, and he didn't answer, or he didn't respond. So anyways, we'll figure that out. Just another thing to do. Let's get started, get the excavator fired up, and get some gloves for my frozen hands. And there's the beautiful Alaskan sun. Finally. It was cold. I'd say it was in the mid-20s, because this load I got dumped here was freezing as it was sitting there, so it was quite chilly. So there's too icy on the roof, so Justin and Ethan are wrapping these garage doors this morning, getting that done. We had a friend of ours from Talkeetna, a town about 45 minutes away or an hour away, saw this lumber for us. They dropped it off last night, so they're working on finishing this. We got to get moved into the garage. It doesn't look like it's possible, but it'll happen for sure. There it is. Everything's put to bed. Got my header pipe coming out of there yet that I need to tie into. Otherwise, I'm ready to put the fabric on and cover it up. And ready for dirt. Got the Typar fabric all nestled down in there. So I'm going to start backfilling. They are within 2 shingles close of finishing the roof. Amazing. Amazing, amazing. And I'm ready to put the septic in over there. Let's go see how it looks back here. Got it pretty much graded out where I want to on this end. I think everything's draining, looks like pretty much. So I've got everything graded away. I'll have to just rake it a little bit there yet, but everything's tapering off. Down through there, I just got to finish that end over there yet. Like I said, this is a holy place. Lots of holes. Fill it in shortly here. I guess we're gonna call it a night. It's dinner time, and we got the tank set in here at least. We'll come and, I don't know if we'll work tomorrow, Saturday or not, but we'll see. But it's ready for pipes for that end, and ready to hook up to this end. And that looks pretty good, but I'm looking forward to finishing grading this all out here. Ethan cutting a hole in the roof up there for this heater for the garage. We'll finish it on Monday, I guess. Today is a Saturday, but we decided to come finish this septic situation real quick. About an hour and a half, because it's kind of supposed to rain like 1.5 inches. This would just be disaster. So starting tonight, so all we got to do is we hook the two risers up, hook that together. It took about 15 minutes, and this should take about 30 minutes here doing this. We got to dig back a little bit here and shovel just a hair, and then we can hook it all up into the tank and cover it up. Shouldn't take too long. Avalon and Justin here to help me. There it is. Got everything tied in, ready to cover it up. All these cleanouts that will then have to be cut off later. There it is, all put to bed, graded fairly well, but of course, after things settle up and everything, we'll need some more grading, but I think it'll shed water, and those pipes will be cut off then at the right height, but so glad that is complete.
The Alaskan home greets the setting sun.